It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Get it!
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, Parker, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the jump. Hurt. 19 private, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go street. Lions. 18 Pioneers. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And some room to run now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go play action with Wilson. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He'll dump this off to Cook. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Found his target. It's Anderson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. Play action. Here's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They go play action with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23. Now Hall to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Complete. Jefferson the target. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run with Hall. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Wilson's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Ball again on second down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 9th play of the drive now on third and a country mile. On third down, here's Hall. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They'll begin by running the option. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And that's good for a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Now Cook running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Ready.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now receiver in motion left.
18 rattle.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. James Cook with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need... Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Hurts to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Hall on a give up the middle. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Now Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wilson. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had it. Certainly thought they were going to close
goes in and drops him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
With it is Brown. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
19. Win. 70 Rangers.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 30 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 19-yard line. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Third and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety battle. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin from 19 yards away. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Cook up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. it's Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Hall again on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll go again with Hall. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, and now they face a 4th down. Throwing now is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Colts first down, as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.